So I'm letting go. On my knees, I call your name. Here's my broken hallelujah. With nothing left to hold on to, I'll raise these empty hands to you. Here's my broken You guys sound incredible tonight, so beautiful. Man, can we take you with us everywhere we go?
Yes.
We're going to Norway tomorrow. Would you guys all come with us to Norway? You know, there's one thing that I feel like I keep learning in my life, and I feel like the older I get, the more I learn this. You know what that is? It's that God is always faithful. I truly believe that God is always faithful, that God is always good. And sometimes I see the things happening around the world. I see the hurting. I see the wars. I read all the headlines in the paper about how bad things are around the world. And there's times that I wonder, God, how can all this happen in this world that you made and love so much? But I truly believe, with all that I have from my core, that God is bigger than all the brokenness of this world. I also believe that God's bigger than the brokenness in each of our lives, because I don't know about you, but sometimes I have struggles. Sometimes life is hard. And I know we all have those things that we go through that hurt. And some of us have been through tragedies in life. Some of us have dealt with depression and anxiety. Some of us have felt all alone. And whatever it is that's your struggle, you are never alone. You are never alone. The things that have challenged my faith the most in life, it's been things like losing my dad to cancer when I was way too young. Things like seeing my brother throw his life away because of a drug addiction. Things like being in the hospital with my newborn son, and then hearing from the doctors that they didn't know if he'd even go home. And things like seeing one of my best friends lose his daughter at birth, and then going to the funeral and seeing a casket that was way smaller than any casket should ever be. But tonight I want to tell you that those things that hurt the most, those things that challenged my faith the most, it was those same things that went on to strengthen my faith the most, because it was in those moments that I saw how real God is. And I saw that we have a God who's with us through every dark night in life. We have a God who's with us through every struggle. We have a God who's with us through every storm that we face in this life. And so tonight, I just want to encourage you. On those days when you feel like giving up, when anxiety builds, when you feel like you're alone, when those days that you wonder, God, are you even there? Remember that He made you, He loves you, and He's never going to leave you when you need Him most. He is with you in the midst of your hardest times. And so if there's one thing that you remember from our time on stage, I hope you had fun tonight. And I hope that you leave with your cheeks hurting from smiling so much tonight. But if you only remember one thing from our time on stage, I hope it's this, that you can trust God. That you can trust God with everything in your life. I know how hard it can be when you're in the midst of it because I've been there. And sometimes all you can feel is the pain and the loneliness. We actually made these wristbands we started wearing. And they say, "You're fighting my battles." We made these necklaces that say, "You're fighting my battles. Your love is my armor." We made them as these reminders when fear's creeping in, when anxiety's building, when you feel like you're up against something impossible. It's a physical reminder that God, you are here, you are close, you are working, you're fighting my battles, and I can trust you. We have these here tonight, but whatever it is, find that thing that you need to remind you when you need it most that God is with you, that you can trust him with everything. This song's called Battles.